You got a lot of cities there.
You're gonna have a dream. Might as well dream big, right?
Right.
Yeah. One half, baby. More hits. Hey, no doubt. You gotta dream big. Dream big. Dream big. Don't say what you couldn't dream big. Do what you say you're gonna do. Dream big. Don't hold back. You got one shot. Dream big. Take the light and show 'em what you got. Dream big. One life to live, live it to the fullest. Dream big. Keep your motivation to make it to the dream big. Like the haters, fuck the bullshit. Dream big. Cause it is what it is. Let's ride with this. Dream big. Let me fire up this blunt and take a moment. Think about what I'm doing, where I'm going. Am I satisfied with my life so far? I'd have to say yes, I'm not saying it wasn't hard. But I've been blessed, I must confess that I'm living my dream. Money, $1 million condos and shows. Fashion model hoes that blow your dick in the back to keep your nose froze. VIPs, limos on the go. Forget the past, I don't know the future, yo. I stay in the moment. You can get it if you want it, so jump on that plane and take flight. Take aim, put it in your sights. Have to fight to get what you like. Cause you only got one ride. You don't wanna look back and say what you coulda did. You wanna know you did. So dream big. Dream big. Don't say what you coulda dream big. Do what you say you're gonna do. Dream big. Don't hold back, you got one shot. Dream big. Take the light and show 'em what you got. Dream big. One life to live, live it to the fullest. Dream big. Keep your motivation to make it to the dream big. Like the haters, fuck the bullshit. Dream big. Cause it is what it is. Let's ride with this. Dream big.
I dream big to compensate for my nightmares. I dream as if what I wish I had was right here. The weed is just to paralyze the stress I have. And yes, I have a lot of that. I'm not suggesting that I abuse Mary Jane or I'm addicted. But look at all the pain that my life has inflicted. So if I didn't smoke, there's no telling what I do. I'd probably end up locked up for a month or two, or they may take my life. Sometimes I hate my life, so when I'm depressed, I blaze a blunt and then I write. I'd give my life just for 16 bars and pour my heart out rather than to live with these scars. So I don't live for the day, I live for the moment. And though my eyes stay low, I am focused. My dreams are so big and far from reality that I will defy greater odds than gravity.
Dream big. Don't say what you couldn't dream big. Do what you say you're gonna do. Dream big. Don't hold back, you got one shot. Dream big. Take the light and show 'em what you got. Dream big. One life to live, live it to the fullest. Dream big. Keep your motivation to make it to the dream big. Rock the haters, fuck the bullshit. Dream big. Cause it is what it is. Let's ride with this. Dream big.
What's going on, y'all? I hope y'all having the greatest, the smoothest, the coolest Tuesday, truest Tuesday ever. It's election day. I hope everybody got out there and casted their vote. Yeah, especially Detroit. I hope y'all got out and vote or got on the internet. I just hope we all put our say in, you know. I really hope it's election day. Yeah. So I wanted to this is just came about let me see how long ago. This was 5 hours ago. This mother right here did some allegedly some really crazy things to her 9-year-old son. They found him in a shallow grave behind her house. This was her conference, and she waived her right to her preliminary. So yeah, this is a new little boy. He's 9 years old. Zemar King. May he rest in peace. and most definitely justice. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this, and yeah, we're gonna see what she has to say. Let's get it going. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Number 250-556-7401. This is the case of the people of the state of Michigan versus Brandee Katrice Pierce, who was charged with count 1, homicide, murder, first degree premeditated. Count 2, homicide, felony murder. Count 3, child abuse, first degree. Count 4, tampering with evidence. And count 5, concealing the death of an individual. Will the parties please identify themselves for the record?
Good morning, Your Honor. Ripley on behalf of the people, P83688.
That's Miss Ripley.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please this most honorable court. Kim Michon, Neighborhood Defender Services.
Another neighborhood services lady. Wow.
It's my pleasure to represent Miss Pierce. Miss Pierce, would you please be gracious enough to state your name for the record, dear? Brandee Katrice Pierce. Your Honor, Miss Pierce and I had a lovely conversation regarding...
What kind of lovely conversation could you fucking have with this woman? Miss, I work for Defender, Neighborhood Defender, motherfucker. You?
Understanding that she wishes to freely and voluntarily exercise her right to waive her preliminary examination, understanding she'll be bound over the circuit court on the charges in the complaint and the warrant. I do not believe Ms. Ripley has any objection.
Hey, dear Ripley?
No, sir. We have no objection.
All right. With that, Ms. Pierce, can you please raise your right hand for me, ma'am? Do you solemnly swear that any testimony you give today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your right hand, Ms. Pierce. Thank you. Ms. Pierce, is it your desire today to waive your preliminary examination?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Pierce, I want to make sure that you do understand you have a statutory right to have a preliminary examination if you'd like to do so. Do you understand that?
That's the judge talking, Mr. Sean Jacquees. And then, you know, we got Tina Ripley in the building for the state. And then we got neighborhood defenders defending her. They said that she had a lovely conversation. And, you know, those are some very, very familiar names. I know those attorneys representing a monster, the defense, and, you know, the good old state. Tina Ripley, we know about her. And then, again, this is the judge. You know, I remember seeing him a couple weeks ago. Crazy work. Her 9-year-old son, she did this too. Let's keep it going. I just wanted to show that.
Standard, one, that a crime was committed, and two, that it's likely that you committed that crime. They would do so by presenting evidence and testimony. Do you understand that? By waiving your right to a preliminary examination today, the prosecution will no longer have to provide testimony and evidence.
Yolanda, keep it 100. What's going on? How you doing? You having a smooth, cool, true Tuesday out there? Hope you got out there to vote. If you do vote, I hope you do, because everybody, you know, our voice matters out here, you know. And so yeah, hope you're doing good, Miss Yolanda. And everybody, please don't forget, hit that thumbs up button for your girl. Real smooth, like real quick, like real cool. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing good, Yolanda. Thanks for pulling up on me.
At this point, do you understand that?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
And knowing that, you would still like to waive your preliminary examination today?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
All right. Now, even though you are waiving your preliminary examination, Ms. Pierce, you are not waiving your right to a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Pierce, has anyone threatened you to get you to waive your preliminary examination today?
No, Your Honor.
Has anyone promised you anything to get you to waive your preliminary examination today?
No, Your Honor.
Based on the representations I've heard from the defendant today, I believe the waiver has been done knowingly, voluntarily, and with full understanding, and for that reason, Ms. Pierce, you will be bound over as charged, and you will now be arraigned on the information before the circuit court on the date of November 11th of 2025, I'm sorry, November 12th of 2025 at 9 a.m. Anything further?
No, Your Honor. Thank you so very much for your time and consideration.
All right?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you all. Have a good day.
Oh, Miss Yolanda, I'm doing fantastic, fabulous, cool, and true. You know, I'm feeling great, blessed, happy to be here, you know. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that. So yeah, I just played this. This was a mother, you know, who, again, I don't know what's going on with the shorties, man, but this mother is accused of unaliving her 9-year-old son and burying him in a shallow grave behind a Detroit home, was bound over to circuit court on Tuesday. Brandee Katrice Pierce was charged with first-degree red rum, felony child abuse, tampering with evidence, and concealing the death of an individual after she allegedly smothered her son, Zemar King, to death, tied him up, and buried him in the backyard of the home she rented in Detroit. Wow. These poor babies, man. Scheduled to be arraigned in circuit court on November 12th, 2025. So, you know, today is the 4th, so 8 days in a week or so, she'll be in court for her arraignment, bounded over down to the big house. You know, they all start at the 36, and they get bounded over to 3rd District, and we call it the Rusty Tussie. It used to be the old Frank Murphy. They tore that building down. It is now the Rusty Tussie. But yeah, so she'll be. This is crazy. I don't know what's going on with the parents, but you know, I'm definitely gonna be covering this case. So I will be at her arraignment, you know, inside the courtroom. Definitely gonna cover that, and I'm just gonna make another PSA. I did a live earlier. What's going on, Miss Sean B? How you doing? What's going on? I hope you're having the smoothest, the coolest, and 100% the truest Tuesday ever. I said it in my last live, but there is an individual that will be in court tomorrow at 9 a.m. I'll be in the courtroom, and yeah, this character, you know, it's the trial. You guys are gonna definitely want to pull up on me. I'm gonna be dropping some jewels on that one. But yeah, I will be in the courtroom bringing y'all some info about an individual who will be going to trial, who caught some charges, I think, about back in September or maybe August, I want to say. But yeah, I was on the internet checking the dockets, and I just happened to see it. So I will be covering that. And I will be in the courtroom for this woman arraignment, because what she did to allegedly to the little boy, her son, 9-year-old Zemar King, is devastating, diabolical. To smother your 9-year-old son and to tie him up and bury him in the backyard. I just don't get it. I don't know what's going on. Oh, okay, Miss Sean, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, you know it. I'm having the smoothest, the coolest, and the truest 100% Tuesday there could ever be. You know? Hell yeah. So yeah. And then again, in December 5th, London Thomas, her trial begins in Oakland County, and I'll be inside the courtroom bringing y'all details. So, you know, we're going to be doing lots over here. You know, I mean, I'm going to keep breaking it down with the 6 G's, you know, my family and what Detroit tried to do. So we got lots of stuff coming up over here with my smooth side, you know, doing a real smooth and cool with it. We the smooth crew, the 100, rocking with the 100. You feel me? That's what we doing. And we are definitely keeping it real respectful, you know. So, again, this was 5 hours ago, and then, you know, I just wanted to let you know again, and then as soon as I get out of court tomorrow, I'll be bringing you guys the details. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. I wonder who's going to be there And what's going to happen? I wonder if the defendant is even going to show up. Well, we're going to find out. So I wanted to move on to, when I was breaking down some trending topics earlier, I wanted to bring a couple stories to the light, a little bit for Detroit, because there's a lot of stories with that there's no justice. We got a mother who just came out on the news crying, that can't even get no justice, that these people put her disabled daughter in a body bag and declared her deceased. And when she got to the medical examiner's office, when he unzipped the bag, she was gasping for air, and her eyes were open, blinking. And then 2 months later, she succumbed to that stuff, and she succumbed to her injuries. And her mother can't even get a sorry. They keep playing with her. What? And she wants her baby girl's name to stay alive. So I'm a definitely help try to keep her name alive. But it's just unbelievable. And the day of the trial that was just supposed to happen, 5 years later again, because they keep pushing it back. They literally said, we messed up, big like whoop-de-doo basically. And I'm like, okay, well then why is the trial pushed back? Because you just admitted that you are guilty. So why are we still talking about a trial? Again, it's election day. Detroit players and ladies, I hope y'all went out and vote, because we need some new people in office. Okay? I really hope there was someone running against Kim Worthless, and I really hope we can get some new people, because this is nuts. Like, this is so sad. This woman's daughter to be zipped up and transferred and to be still alive. What? And y'all just want to play with her. That's nuts to me. You're wrong. It's okay. You messed up. Give her, it's a lawsuit. She's trying to sue them, which she has 100% every right, in my opinion. Absolutely. They dropped the ball. The fuck? And again, a sorry and then a sorry and some more. Like, but they don't even, they just said, we did mess up. But, when that but comes after, that ain't no sorry. So, again, I'm going to be bringing that story down, breaking that one down. I'm going to try to, she's in Detroit. I'm going to try to reach out to the mother, and, because she wants her baby's name to be kept alive. And it's honestly the first time I heard it, and this happened 5 years ago. So, Detroit, we're going to do better, because I know better, and I'm going to try to help everyone, in order to grow and do better, we got to know better, So, yeah. So then I want to bring to this, our lovely little girl, may she rest in peace. Her name is WYNTER. Miss Mocha, how you doing? I hope you're having the smoothest, the coolest, and 100% the truest Tuesday ever. Everybody, I'm gonna drop the link for Miss Mocha. She be doing her thing on her channel, real authentic, real raw, real uncut, real 100% true with it. So yeah, I'm going to drop Miss Mocha link in the chat. If you haven't yet, please go subscribe to her channel. It's free, free 99. So yeah, I just wanted to, real quick, we remember baby girl, WYNTER Nicole Smith. This was a very, very tragic story. It started in Ingram County, which is in Lansing. It's about, I can't measure I don't know the exact mileage, and I hate measuring distance with time, because that's not what you measure distance with. So I'm gonna do it, but it's a roughly about between an hour and 40 minutes northwest from the Big D-Ski. And he assaulted, he was dating a woman, WYNTER's mother. He, assaulted her, essayed her. He stabbed her a couple times, and they had a 1-year-old together. And he did it all in front of the 1-year-old, and then he kidnapped WYNTER, which has a different father. And drove her to Detroit's east side where he's from, and dropped her off in the alley after strangling her with a pink charger cord. Yeah. Crazy work. And, you know, there was a manhunt out for him, and she was missing for a little bit. I think it went on for about a couple, 3 or 4 days, I want to say. And then he, got in a police chase, was injured, and he did get life in prison, but still, this baby girl did not deserve that. And then, yes, guys, I just dropped Miss Mocha's link in the chat. So yeah, let me go ahead and remember, because Miss Mocha is going live at 6 o'clock. So I'm gonna get it going. All right.
Pay close attention if you want your groceries paid for in 2025. There is a new benefit for American seniors that helps pay for your groceries. It is the largest.
26-year-old Rashad Trice stood in front of a judge for his alleged involvement with the kidnapping and murder of NICOLE Smith last week. No cameras or cell phones were allowed in the federal courtroom. Trice arrived handcuffed and shackled in an orange jumpsuit. He is represented by Sharon Turek and Helen Newhouse. FBI Special Agent Christopher Rodolico, an agent based in Lansing and who worked on the case, testified that Trice sustained injuries during his attack and sexual assault of NICOLE Smith's mother. Additionally, he sustained injuries after resisting arrest and in a car crash with police. Trice's hand was seen bandaged in court on Tuesday. Prosecutors revealed a few text messages between Trice and his father the night of the kidnapping. Trice's father texted him multiple times asking to help figure things out, but Trice responded, quote, "I gotta finish this. I love y'all." And an hour before he was apprehended by police, quote, "She's gone." Early on in the court proceedings, Trice waived his right to a detention hearing, which means he will remain in jail while this case works its way through the process. Tuesday's preliminary hearing was an overview of the case against Trice. Prosecutors outlined his attack against Winter's mother, Winter's abduction, his journey to the Detroit area, and the way in which Winter was killed. Trice's lawyers argued Tuesday that there was no evidence that Winter was alive when she was taken by Trice, and so they contend the kidnapping charge should be dropped, although the judge was not particularly moved by the argument, given the sheer amount of evidence against Trice. In the next 3 weeks, a grand jury will convene in Grand Rapids and make a decision whether an indictment should come down on Trice. We'll follow this court case closely as it develops. For now, reporting in Grand Rapids, I'm Elle Myers, CBS News, Detroit.
Yeah, I remember I drove by when they made a memorial for the alley that she was left in, and it's just crazy. I can't believe this man.
This man suspected of kidnapping 2-year-old NICOLE Smith is hit with federal charges.
Rashad Trice, according to federal prosecutors, strangled the toddler with a pink cell phone cord. Feds announcing these charges against Trice late this afternoon and detailing exactly what happened Sunday night in the hours after the toddler was abducted from her home in Lansing.
Mara McDonald live on Detroit's east side where her body was ultimately found. Mara, the feds say the autopsy is pending, but they believe she was strangled.
That's right, Kimberly, with that pink cell phone cord, and here's why. That pink cord was found on Winter here in this alley. It was also found in the car that Rashad Trice was driving. Let me take you through everything that the feds are saying at this hour. Federal prosecutors detailing their evidence in a thorough complaint. Sunday night, according to them, Winter was snatched by Trice after he and Winter's mother, Zemar King, had gotten into a terrible fight. over money. According to the complaint, Cole stabbed him in self-defense, and he then stabbed and sexually assaulted her. Cole ran to get help, leaving Winter in the apartment along with her 1-year-old son. Trice isn't the father of Winter. He is the father of Cole's 1-year-old son. When police got there, the 1-year-old was still in there, but Trice had taken Winter, stolen a car, and was on the road. When the Amber Alert went out, Trice's family reached out to him on the phone. This text exchange was included in the charging document. It's Trice's uncle telling him he loves him, he can help him, and blaming Cole for everything. As you can see, Trice tells him he needs to end it all. Pictures from the Impala he stole show remnants of the pink cell phone cord. The remainder of that cord was found on Winter when her body was found in this alley. Back here live, we are expecting to have a family vigil for Winter out here where she was found, expecting to have the paternal side of her family out here, you know, primarily. That's A.J. Smith and his family who live down here in Metro Detroit. And something else, Kimberly and Devin, to consider. These are federal charges leveled by the U.S. Attorney in the Western District of Michigan, and that makes a critical difference here because it means that if Trice is convicted, the death penalty is on the table for him. We're live on Detroit's East Side. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Such an important distinction to note. All right, Mara.
Well, Karen Drew is working on another angle of this story for Monday's newscast.
Her investigation giving us an inside view of the manhunt and the arrest of Rashad Trice.
It's the video everyone will be talking about.
He just tried to swerve at his car.
Only on Local 4, the chase to find Winter Smith.
Hands up! This is the vehicle.
Watch for yourself how police track down the suspect. The search of the car.
Where's the vehicle? You got a knife? Yeah.
Exclusive video, a Local 4 investigation, Monday at 5.
And let's be sure to mention here, the family of Winter Cole Smith has invited the public to join them at a prayer vigil for Winter tonight. They're going to gather at 6 p.m., so a little, just about an hour from now, at Nodell and Irwin on the city's east side, right near the First Church of the Redeemed.
Yeah, that one was a really it was crazy. This guy right here, how could you, man? Like, what? And it wasn't like, I don't know. And then it's like, what do y'all think? You know, the mother, he assaulted her, you know, the mother to both the shorties, you know, stabbed her, and then, you know, unalived her daughter from another man, and she still has to be a mother to that kid, you know, and you know, it just would be hard. I'm not saying, you know, we have to do our job, but it just is like he created a domino effect. What he did, did so much damage. The father, there's you know, he did speak at the vigil. It was a lovely vigil. I remember going. Again, it's this was the monster. Give me 1 second, y'all. You're welcome, Miss Mocha. All right. I'm glad you made it safe. That means you were smooth with it. I hope you got out there and got your vote. I told Detroit we better got out there and casted our votes, we need Miss Worthless up out of there. We may have a new mayor. We don't know, but we need a whole new sheriff. We need a whole new everything. We need it all new. We need a clean house. So I really hope Detroit got out there and or got on the internet, however, but I really hope everyone got out and vote, because it does matter, man. It's important. Again, you know, 30 years, it's time for you to sit down, Miss Worthless, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. Okay, I want you to hear what the father had to say, because, you know, the mother was in the hospital, you know, from her injuries. So, you know, I hope she's doing okay. I hope you are recovering, Winter's mother. I can't imagine what you went through and what you're going through. And, you know, I'm glad you got justice for your baby girl. And she's always in your heart. But the father did speak at the beautiful vigil. The city did come out. The city did show out. So shout out to the city on that one. Because, you know, Detroit, we got to do better. I'm going to keep saying it. We have to do better. It's unacceptable in my world. Just saying. So, whoops, the daisies. Alright. Let me play his name is AJ. And she was so pretty little girl. So sweet and innocent.
Yes, there is an app that allows you to see a map of registered sex offenders in your area, and that's called the...
He was hoping for this kind of an outcome, but about 24 hours ago, this is where the discovery was made of Winter's body in this alley here. But as you can see, there is a memorial, and I'll tell you, when I was here this morning, there was nothing. And now you can see, even the Detroit Police Department, they showed up and put a balloon and a stuffed bear on that memorial. And there's going to be a vigil later on. I'm going to get into that in a minute. But it was a very sad day. It was a day for mourning. People finding out that little Winter Smith, just 2 years old, was found dead. Not the result that anybody wanted. And yes, I did have a chance to talk to the family. It's heartbreaking, but take a look.
Why me? Like, why?
A.J. Smith, the father of 2-year-old Winter Cole Smith.
I'm angry that she's gone. I'm angry she had to deal with that. I'm sad I didn't get to see her. I'm sad I don't get to be with her. I'm sad I wasn't here for her.
So many emotions for this 24-year-old senior at the University of Tennessee Martin, a receiver for the football team and trying to further himself to have made a better life for himself and Winter.
My son, he worked so hard to go to college to play football so he could live a dream for him and Winter.
I used to keep some stuff and then tell her mom like I lost it, like I forgot to pack it. And I'm glad I did, so I can hold on to it.
The little memories are so big now that 2-year-old Winter was found by FBI agents Wednesday night in the alley on Detroit's east side after a 3-day search that spanned over 90 miles from Lansing.
Oh yeah, I agree, Miss Mocha. Yes, the world, everybody, most definitely.
When you look at him now.
Yeah, what's going on with these shorties, I don't know. It's diabolical.
It hurts.
How could somebody harm a little child? Like, how could you see yourself, like, on top of a child or hurting a child or whatever he did to her? We don't know, but he killed her, and we don't know how he did it. But how can you, like, just fight a kid? You know what I'm saying?
A lot of this just doesn't feel real. Like, I mean, I don't know.
Obviously, the father, AJ, very broken up. Just talking. and he's got a lot to think about. But people want to know what happened to Winter. We may never know that. Now, there is a suspect in custody. This is the same suspect that was arraigned yesterday for allegedly stabbing and sexually assaulting the mother. Although we talked to the prosecutor's office today, no new charges relating to the kidnapping and ultimate murder. That could come later on. We are here tonight because there's going to be a vigil.
Winter's father.
You can already see residents here and people from across the area coming here to pay their respects to a little 2-year-old named Winter, who inspires people just to be good and just think about what happened. And again, we may never know the true story, but it's very sad. I have to say, Roop covered a lot of stories here, and it's very emotional. But this one is going to continue for a while. I'm live here at Detroit's East Side. Roop, I'll send it back to you.
Yeah, it just haunts you to see that little girl's cute, innocent face, those eyes, and you just can't imagine, as we've been talking about, how someone could do this. But the family's going through unimaginable pain. We know little Winter's mom, as you say, was stabbed, and then Winter was killed at some point. Any idea of how this monster may have done this, or when? 3 days of time passed between the time she was missing and the alleged act may have happened.
We don't know exactly, and again, they are doing some tests. That's why I don't think we were going to get any kind of arraignment right now. He is in custody. This is Rashad Trice is his name. We believe that he is the one that is suspected of killing Winter, but he's in custody. We don't know how he does it. He's probably not going to be talking. Now, obviously, the police are going to go through the different sites. They've traced his whereabouts and where he went from Lansing to here to St. Clair Shores. So that's going to all be part of the ultimate charging documents that will go to a prosecutor. Likely it's going to go to the prosecutor in Lansing. The kidnapping started there, so likely they will keep the case. And for a lot of legal reasons, they would probably want the case in Lansing as opposed to here, even if it is determined that that Winter was killed here. Again, but I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. Today really is a day for mourning and for people, and as you can see, we've got more people even as we started this broadcast, and there'll be a lot more later tonight. Roop.
This October.
Mm-hmm.
The feds move in to charge Rashad Trice with kidnapping, and now details show how 2-year-old Winter Cole Smith was killed. This, his family, comes to the alley where her body was discovered and vows to help other children in Winter's name and memory. It tops our news tonight at 11. Glad you're with us. I'm Devin Skillion.
I'm Kimberly Gill. Federal prosecutors are leveling new kidnapping charges against Trice. And because these are federal and not state charges, it means if convicted, the death penalty is indeed on the table.
But he didn't get death.
Downtown at the federal courthouse, Mara, the FBI says, sadly, she was strangled to death.
That's right, Devin. And in their very detailed complaint that they submitted to the court, it shows this, that she was strangled to death with a pink cell phone cord, part of which was found on her in that alley, the other part in the car Trice was driving. The vigil began where Winter's body was discovered, a private moment for her parents, both mother and father, who were in attendance but did not want to speak or be identified. Her paternal grandmother telling us they've read the charges, and it's hard to fathom.
How can you attack a 2-year-old? Like, how can a grown man attack I can't process that, and that's going to take time. And so the family is, I know for me, I can speak for me, I'm looking for mental health.
The feds say this all started Sunday when Trice was in Lansing in a brutal, violent fight with Winter's mother over money. Winter's not his child, but he has a 1-year-old son with her. When she ran for help, the FBI says Trice grabbed the little girl, leaving his own son behind, and took off, driving to Metro Detroit, where he strangled her with a pink cell phone cord and dumped her body. Longtime community activists like Teferi Brent vented the rage so many feel.
He was sane enough to not kill his own baby.
That's Detroit showing up and showing out. Where that cross is where she was found in the alley on the Detroit's east side.
And took the baby and his sister to create indefinite harm to that sister.
Back here live, you heard from Winter's grandmother. You know, she owns a digital entrepreneur company. She learned how to code a long time ago, and she says that she's going to start a scholarship up in Winter's name to teach other children, you know, more than just basic computer literacy to, you know, lead them on to better lives. Meanwhile, a vigil is planned in Lansing for Winter tomorrow, and the family is still working on her funeral arrangements. We're live downtown tonight at the federal courthouse. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
So heartbreaking. Okay, Mara, thank you.
Mm.
Well, Karen Drew is working
Again,
on another angle of this story for Monday's newscasts.
Her investigation giving us an inside view of the manhunt and the arrest of Rashad Trice.
Crazy. I'm glad that they caught him. You know, I remember, and I just want to make this point. I do remember that, I want to say, is the last Amber Alert I remember coming across my phone. And this happened in 2023. So, there was none, there has been, I would remember. Because I remember I sit back thinking, I'm like, when's the last time? Don't let me, my bad. There was a little girl who went missing, and she was found within 60, maybe an hour at a man's house in Inkster. And you know, she got special treatment. She was one of the privileged ones, so they hopped right on it. That Amber Alert did come out, but like, there was none for London Thomas. There wasn't one for our girl, you know, Naziah Harris. There wasn't one for off the top of my head. You know, I got a list of them actually. Where's my notebook? But I'll cover that and we can do an Amber Alert talk, I guess. But it's just crazy. But this is the last one that I truly remember. Because he was in a white Impala, and at the time I had a white Impala, and I was going the same direction he was going because I was out of town, and it was crazy. And I was like, oh, you know, but I had kids with me and stuff, and they were looking for a male. But I'll never forget this story. Again, they did build a beautiful memorial for her. It's beautiful. And again, I can't believe it. Yeah, it was a be on the look. Yeah, see, that's where I gotta, cause you know, I was looking into that. I thought Amber Alerts, it said that, you know, they had to, something about missing, you know, it's just like, I'm kind of confused about the Amber Alert, because, you know, if someone calls, you don't know what, you know, what happened. You know, I'm calling you, my shorty's gone, that automatically, okay, anything is possible, so automatically she could have been kidnapped. Oh yeah, I think it says they had to be kidnapped, but it's like you have to know who took the kid or something, like, but it's like we don't know, like, if they didn't come home, they could have been kidnapped, you know what I'm saying? So in my opinion, I think that automatically missing, whatever, boom, Amber Alert, you know what I'm saying? But there's so much, I don't get it, because they, you know, like, they got to be like, oh yeah, I seen so-and-so swipe the baby in a, like you said, Miss Shawn, in a white Impala and head east to Detroit. That's the only reason they're gonna drop Amber Alert. In my opinion, that is bogus hell. That's what I'm saying, Big Mama. I was just gonna bring it up. I don't like to bring up other cases, you know what I'm saying? But like, why not? Why can't the monster be at a Fed level and give that dude death? You know what I'm saying? And this dude didn't even get death. You know what I'm saying? But in my opinion, why the fuck not? Why do y'all still have the death penalty if you ain't giving it out? I mean, that's the problem. You're not, you know, in my opinion. Again, that's my opinion. And then real quick, like, before I wrap it up, because our girl Miss Mocha's going to be going live real soon. Make sure y'all pull up. I dropped her a link in the chat. She be doing her thing over there, real authentic with it. Y'all, this one right here is this one blew me back. This one blew me back, Detroit. Okay, guys, real quick. This little girl right here. It happened in 2020. Her mother is still on the news, seeking justice for her baby girl. She called, something had happened, they declared this little girl deceased, put her in the body bag, zipped it up, and transferred her to the medical examiner. And, when the medical examiner opened up the bag, she was gasping for air, and her eyes were fluttering. And 2 months later, she succumbed to her injuries from that incident. And her mother still trying to keep her name alive and get justice. 5 years ago, happened in 2020. I'm going to play the clip really quick and again, I'm going to try to reach out to the mom. So if you do see this video, I'm going to try to reach out to her and help her keep her baby girl's name alive, because I'm not going to cap. This is the first time I heard this story. And it's sad. So I'm going to try, and do what I do, and, the purpose of, trying to keep things aware and seeking justice and, help these families, because, there are people out here who do care. Sincerely, genuinely, not optionally, real. One second, y'all. All right, here it is. We're gonna go, like I said, there are maggots preying on our innocence. Man, I say it again, Miss Sean, you ain't lying. It's crazy. I mean, man. Because again, I remember, I know I was established in 92. I'm still a young grasshopper out here, hopping along, learning and stuff. But I don't remember it being, I remember, Jeffrey Dahmer's, no, not Dahmer's, but Jeffrey Dahmer and Ted Bundy and, BTK and, them serial type of people, I don't remember people going and doing that stuff to shorties in the schools and this shorty shit and parents. This ain't normal. I don't remember none of this shit. And I know I'm still young and shit, but, man, it's weird. But, here we go. I'm gonna roll this clip real quick.
Guys, got hair loss?
Again,
I know what you're thinking. Should I shave my head?
Detroit. Step your game up.
Fire department, an internal investigation is underway to find out how paramedics determined a woman was dead when she was in fact very much alive. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Carolyn Clifford.
And I'm Dave Llewellyn. Thankfully, that 20-year-old's eyes were open when a worker at a funeral home in Detroit unzipped the body bag she was in. 7 Action News reporter Kimberly Craig live at Sinai Grace Hospital in Detroit, where she is now in critical condition.
I agree with Sean.
This is both heartbreaking and so very scary.
Scary ain't the word.
Is David Carolyn and Tanisha Beauchamp's mother once.
Tanisha Beauchamp, y'all. Man, this baby girl right here.
Lively young woman, and they are desperate for answers. Right now, Tanisha is here at Sinai Grace Hospital on a ventilator and in critical condition, rushed here after a worker at a funeral home about a half-mile away called for help.
They were about to embalm her
which is most frightening. Had she not had her eyes open, they would have begun draining her blood, to be
Wow.
very frank about it, and would have begun embalming her.
When a worker here at the James H. Cole Funeral Home on Schaefer in Detroit unzipped the body bag that 20-year-old Tamisha Beauchamp was in, her beautiful eyes were open because she was actually alive. Tamisha's family called 911.
What's going on, Miss Leah? Welcome, welcome. Thanks for pulling up on your girl.
And for 30 minutes, we're told paramedics with the Southfield Fire Department worked to revive her. And based on what paramedics told an ER doctor on the phone, Tamisha was declared dead. Sunday afternoon, the funeral home called 911 when they found her alive.
Had this not happened, no one would have known. Had the funeral director gone about his business, drained her blood, and embalmed her, no one would have known that Tamisha was sent to the funeral home alive. Alive.
Tamisha is now on a ventilator here at Sinai Grace Hospital as the Southfield Fire Department conducts an
What's going on, Shell Baby 92? Hope everybody's being smooth with it, cool with it, and true with it.
To help them fight for answers, including how much of that delay in getting Tamisha medical care may have cost her young life.
In the time she's in a body bag, literally in a body bag, when she needed to be in a hospital, and now she's on a respirator. And she may be on a respirator because of that delay. And we're hoping that she survives.
And Tamisha now in critical condition here at Sinai Grace Hospital. And a spokesperson for the Oakland County Medical Examiner's Office said they did not pick up her body based on her known medical history because foul play was not suspected. We will certainly keep you updated on this heartbreaking and, as you said, Dave, very scary.
She was on a ventilator for 2 months. She was succumbed to her injuries in 2020. The mother is still trying to get justice. For her baby girl. Ambulance people, whoever did that, put her in that bag and declared her deceased at the scene, needs to be held accountable 100% in 5 years. And she is crying. Her baby girl's name needs to be kept alive. Tanisha Beauchamp, this baby girl right here. They definitely need to be held accountable. Are you fucking kidding me? Wow. So again, this is going, I'm going to try to reach out to her if she sees this, and, try to just get her story out there because, again, this is the first time I've heard this story, and it happened 5 years ago. I'm not going to lie to y'all. But again, I really appreciate y'all pulling up on me. My big sis Mocha is going to be going live. I dropped her link in the chat. She's real authentic and true with it. So pull up on it. If you haven't subscribed to her channel, please do. And again, everybody, I like to end it like this. We're smarter than we think. We're braver than we believe. We're stronger than we seem. Good old Winnie the Pooh, Christopher Robin. So, everybody, I hope everybody stays smooth with it. Y'all be cool with it. And most important, 100% the truest rest of your Tuesday with it, Again, I appreciate you pulling up on your girl. And remember, a character will be in court tomorrow at 9 a.m. His trial begins at 9 a.m. Back in about August and stuff, he caught some charges and stuff, and he's an interesting character. And I will be coming to you guys with what I saw and what I heard. Make sure you pull up on your girl. If you didn't hit that thumbs up button, please do for your girl on your way out. And y'all be wonderful. Keep being great. Be smooth with it. And again, thank you for pulling up on your girl. Hit that thumbs up button. And I'm out.
You got a lot of cities.
We're gonna have a drink. It's all drilling blood, right?
Right.
Dream big, hold back your bow, shout.
nightmares. I dream as if what I wish I had was right here. The weed is just to paralyze the stress I have. And yes, I have a lot of that. I'm not suggesting that I abuse Mary Jane or I'm addicted. But look at all the pain that my life has inflicted. So if I didn't smoke, there's no telling what I do. I'd probably end up locked up for a month or two, or they may take my life. Sometimes I hate my life, so when I'm depressed I blaze a blunt and then I write. I'd give my life just for 16 bars and pour my heart out rather than to live with these scars. So I don't live for the day, I live for the moment. And though my eyes stay low, I am focused. My dreams are so big and far from reality that I will defy greater odds than gravity.
Dream big, don't say what you're gonna do. Dream big, do what you say you're gonna do. Dream big, don't hold back, you got one shot. Dream big, take the light and show 'em what you got. Dream big, on life to live it to the fullest. Dream big, keep your motivation to make it to the top. Dream big, rock the haters, fuck the bullshit. Dream big, cause it is what it is, let's ride with this. Dream big.
You got a lot of cities there.
You're gonna have a dream, might as well dream big, right?
Right.
Yeah.